All right, so here we go. We've got another graph sketching one where we want to sketch the graph of f and a graph of f double prime of x. So I'm going to do f in green, I'm going to do f double prime in red. So first thing I like to do when I'm talking about graphing f is I like to make a number line. So I just will put a number line out here. And the pieces that I want to really make note of are when f prime is equal to 0. So at these spots, we've got different intervals that are going to do different things. So f prime, we're thinking about what f prime is. Well, f prime is negative at this point. So that means that it's going to have a negative slope. Then it's positive. So f's going to have a positive slope. Negative again, and then it ends with positive. So what that means is the graph is going to have to follow some sort of shape like that. So it's going to come down negative and go through some point, and then it's going to end up going through the whole thing. So I'm not quite sure exactly where to start, but all I know is that when f is 0, I'm at like a lowest point. So let's just say this is my low point that I have here. So I want to start, and my slope is going to be 0. Well, my slope is going to be positive during this time, and it's got to go back to 0, and then it's got to go to a negative slope until this time right here, and then it's got to go back to positive. And so to continue it onward, it could be just something like that. And so that looks like a decent sketch of f, right? So the big pieces here are making sure that the zeros line up, the relative maxes and mins line up with when f prime of x is equal to 0. So now I need to do f double prime of x. And so what's special about f double prime of x is I'm looking for all of the places when f prime of x is equal to 0. So I know that it's going to have to go through those points. Well, if we think about it, it's positive all the way up until this point. So that means it's a positive value all the way up until that point. And then it's negative because the slope is negative. And then it goes back to positive because it's positive the entire way after. And if you think about it, it makes sense that there would be, a point of inflection whenever it's equal to 0. So right around there, there's a point of inflection. Right around here, there's a point of inflection. It's not perfect, but this is what the graphs would look like.